The survival show is back, and what have we got on board today? 3 big stories about the world of survival games. Starting off with ARK Survival Evolved and the huge mega patch that's going live on consoles later today. But is it actually filled with content? I'm going to give you the answers. Talking about Skyclimbers, a pretender to the throne. Could this game be the next ARK Survival Evolved? Hundreds upon hundreds of creatures to go and tame. An open world survival, base building, PvE and PvP kind of deal. It's coming out with its alpha next week. We'll go over the details of that. And also a little look at Planet Crafter. A bit more cozy, a little bit more chilled. This game has you set on a dusty red planet, trying to bring life to it. And it's definitely a game to look out for as it comes out with its release date next week as well. And here we are. This is it. The survival show's back. 3 big stories, not to mention a few little videos during the week concentrating on one game or another, with the main show every single Wednesday. Let's go. So at the weekend, the latest ARK Community Crunch detailed the plans for this week, and most of it is concerning consoles and server transfers for the latest free DLC. Lost Island would now allow you to go around and take any of your creatures and dinosaurs onto the map, opening up basically server transfer, something ARK and Wildcard have long had. So that should be happening for everyone this Friday, PC, Xbox and PlayStation, and so get ready for brand new visitors to the Lost Island maps with all their creatures. But today there is a huge patch coming for console that apparently includes over 70 fixes, and if you believe a whole bunch of other clickbait videos, it could be anywhere up to 100GB update. The reality is it's probably going to be something closer to maybe 20 to 40. This update actually hit PC last week. It does involve 70 fixes across all the maps, level changes, and they do warn that they're expecting this patch to be a significant download, so can give this a heads up in advance. But I'm going to say it right now, I don't think it's going to be more than 40GB, with maybe a few GB for each map afterwards, bringing it up to maybe 50 as a max, rather than 100. When it comes to the actual 70 fixes, it's basically stopping rat holes, people cheating and getting under the different terrain to go ahead and use or build bases, or to simply go and attack others from under the mesh. It does raise the issue of 7 years on nearly, Wildcard still have massive issues with the terrain. They've never really been able to find a decent way to stop players from abusing the system, where effectively you're just using it to get underneath the rocks. The way that ARK is built, always handcrafted, a long-standing issue that we can only hope they have something in mind for ARK 2 to stop more and more of this. It's been such an issue for years, and it'd be a shame if the next game really is based upon the same kind of netcode or same way to build their maps that have allowed so much of this cheating in years gone by. And you hadn't seen ARK stopping doing events. Basically this is going to be the last year they do as they get in preparation for ARK 2 release next year. These special time cosmetic items that you were able to earn, well, you're now going to be able to buy them from the Hex shop. You've always been able to spawn the majority of these in with the codes if you play on your single player, but this will give players another chance to get some of these if they've missed out over the years on some of the event items. But I do think you need to own the DLC to access it. It looks like the Valentine's Day stuff has been added in, so that's something else console fans are going to be getting today, with the plan to release all of the event content once it's done this year so that everyone can carry on still getting it even after the event. When's this update going to go live? Wildcard traditionally do it around 8 or 9 PM in the night time in America, so that can sometimes mean around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning in UK. It's been quite a while since they did one that was a bit more appeasing for everyone, so I'm fully expecting it to launch overnight for anyone in Europe, and yeah, around 8 or 9 o'clock in American time tonight. So Skyclimbers, the next pretender to the open world survival throne, is potentially releasing at the end of this year come November, but they're already starting to organise their alphas. If you go ahead and sign up right now, you may stand a chance of being able to take part. The devs are promising a breakdown of the Alpha 1, what to expect. The first alpha is going to feature survival game loops, base building, exploration, multi-biome generation, city building, monster taming, 3 RPG classes, character curation and story objectives. Obviously these keys will not be permanent, so if you do manage to get hold of one, it's purely just for the testing phases, and it looks like they are going to be picking them at random. But it's pretty exciting as there's no NDA. I've already been speaking to the devs and I'm going to be showing this off at some point. The alpha will begin on the 22nd of the 3rd. All the Kickstarter backers on the alpha tier and above will get access, and like I said, if you want to try your hand, then sign up for this. I'll leave this in the comment section and maybe you'll get to take part in it. I do think ARK fans really pay attention to this game. It may have something up their street. Lots of dinosaur based or themed creatures with a little bit of hint of Pokemon. There's absolute bags and bags of this content showing off how the dev of the game is going. So again, go and check out their Steam page to see more. And of course I have been doing breakdowns of the game as well, showing you off their latest taming as well as base building content. But yeah, could be good, could be pretty exciting. ARK with a little bit of an anime feel, Pokemon kind of vibes going on. Huge lore, lots of story and RPG elements in a procedurally generated world. Skyclimbers could be the next big one. And finishing off with Planet Crafter, a game where you are, as I said, transforming a dusty red planet into something green and lush and vibrant. This game's had a whole bunch of demos and stuff since it got announced last year and seems to have got a pretty positive reception. Imagine a game of like Subnautica, but without maybe the big scary fish and stuff, a bit more chilled. Their latest dev blog highlights what to expect on the 24th of March when it goes live in early access. They're going to have new biomes, the Warpgate Rex, explore a crashed mega structure, the Deadlands, where you'll be able to find what secrets it contains, the Lush Valley, the perfect place to create your lush forest, the Red Desert, Rex, Caves and Mysteries, and a whole bunch more caves. That's in addition to the 3 or 4 biomes they've already got. They've added a whole bunch of secret places where hopefully you might be able to pick up lore and story about the planet. And they've shown off a bunch of stuff what to expect as well, with the terraforming tier 4 stuff in the game. Heaters, drills and biomass rocket. You literally have to fire a rocket up so that it actually crash lands and spreads the seed to generate green grass and make the world more habitable. Whole bunch of new base building materials. Very much this is where the Subnautica comparisons come in. It's like compartment style building. Lots of decorative items and cosmetics. And it looks like we're going to be able to create different types of trees with a DNA manipulator, recycling machine, gas extractor or extractors. I'm looking forward to this one. I feel like this could be potentially a nice little game. Had loads of time on it, loads of demos, loads of opportunity to get feedback. I'm really hoping they have a big success when it launches. It is only a single player game at the moment and there isn't much in terms of danger. Like I said, there's no big creatures or enemies that you're going to be encountering. As far as I know, it's more of a exploration, crafting, gathering resources and then utilising science. It's kind of almost like Satisfactory style it, where you're going to have to power up generators and stuff to help transform this planet into something nice. Literally made by only 2 people over the last 2 years. I'm really rooting for them and I hope it's a big success when it goes live. And hopefully I'll be covering it on the day, but on my second channel. This type of game, I feel like it nice and chilled, maybe a better place for it. So go and check out Jadecraft channel where I'm covering at the moment Grounded and Core Keeper, and I will be showcasing this game for sure when it launches next week. And that's about it. The survival show is back. I'm planning it to be every Wednesday with other little videos going up whenever there's some big breaking news about survival games or something I want to cover in more depth. Coming up this week, I'm going to be taking a look at Forever Skies, a brand new, again, another Subnautica style base game, but this time in the clouds of a ruined city. And we've showcased some of this before. I'm going to give you a heads up of how development's going on that one. And yeah, I'm going to keep the survival show just to 3 games. One of the major reasons I stopped doing it was because I was covering way too many games. The algorithm wasn't recognising any of them because they weren't actually being put in any of the tags or titles. And I wasn't even getting any attention from the devs who I'm giving some free promo to because I was covering way too many. So hopefully this way, 3 games at once, the stuff you really need to know, will hopefully keep you going, while I still cover games like ARK, VALHEIM as the main ones until games like Sons of the Forest or Nightingale come out. That's the plan anyway. Let me know what you think and I'll see you at bags for next Wednesday's show. Bye bye.